Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Today is April 24th. Good week. We're making progress. Next week, you're going to see a lot more progress, a lot more construction, transforming us back to what we're supposed to be. And those are real positive signs that we are headed in the right direction. But again, I'm going to say it because not just here at work, home, outside in the world, it's everybody participating in the safety precautions that are making these numbers go down. So we want to continue to do that. I can't stress that enough, and it's really for your family and for everybody in the outside world. You just want to make sure that we're trying everything we can to keep us safe. We're making good progress, and we'll start to bring these spaces back to what they were originally designed for. We don't want to have to reverse it again and see spikes in this because people are lax. So every citizen has their obligation to maintain that, and we want to encourage that everywhere we go, just to, so that we're all being safe. I wanted to talk about something that happened yesterday that I think is valuable to look at, and it was a difficult patient. We had to discharge her, and she didn't want to go. She'd been here a number of weeks and came in as a COVID patient from New York Presbyterian, and then ultimately was problematic, and that's one of the things. She was here for 3 weeks. The staff was dealing with her. She was very abusive to the staff and harassing and threatening and all of those things. And I don't think we had much interaction with them or with her on this prior to yesterday. And so I want to commend them because they did a great job, and really, the care they gave this woman, was world class, and she didn't care. She just, she had her own agenda. And I don't really want to get into what her agenda was because it was sprinkled with, mental illness, and I'm not a professional. It's my only guess. I have a lot of experience with this, but there was some of that going on. I think she had a little of a con artist in her as well, and then also some perceived grievance that was out there that she thought she was owed something. So all those things made for a bad combination, but it's good to highlight because I've been doing this a long time. I have a lot of experience, and yet I still made mistakes. And the longer this drags out, and it went on for hours, the more mistakes you're going to make. And sometimes it goes sideways. And even, I kind of know what I'm doing, and I made some mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, and sometimes, things are going to go sideways and not. This was always going to end this way. This was always going to end up with her being let out on a stretcher and handcuffs, and nothing we did could have prevented that, but we tried really hard, and sometimes that's going to happen. You're going to get a patient that it doesn't really matter what you do, it doesn't matter, you could be perfect and it's still going to end that way. But a couple of things, I should have separated her from her phone immediately, and I knew that going in. I knew she was going to be this kind of a problem, but it was you can't just go and grab people's phones out of their hands. So she started, especially after she started live streaming, and that's the problem. This whole thing was live streamed, and then of course that comes with Lou Shapiro looking at it and scrutinizing everything I did, and Lisa Goldstein same, and all of leadership, my boss, looking at everything we did, the legal team looking at every single move we made, everything we said, and that may happen to you. So just make sure you can't run away. You have to deal with it, but make sure you're I always say this, just if you're a professional, you don't have to worry about it, no matter what happens. Now, it was a terrible situation. I tried to maintain professionalism. I didn't always succeed. I did the best I could, and ultimately, I think, from what I understand, everything, they seem to, think everything went as good as it could possibly go, even though it was a bit of a disaster. So I'm just going to show you a little clip of this, if I can get this lined up right. And there we go.
That's what me and the doctors were discussing. Okay?
Listen, all of this has been explained to you.
Look at this. Look at this.
All of this has been explained to you.
Look at this. Look at all these nurses and doctors. Nurses and doctors harassing me. This one here, what's your name, sir? Say your name. You were just about to beat me up. Are you really a nurse or a doctor? Who COVID patients. Okay? No, you're live now. You're live. Harassing COVID patients. Okay? Harassing COVID patients. That's what you're doing. And trying to throw me out on the street without giving me the proper hospital discharge. I'm not having
You
it.
get out, you call your lawyer, and
I will. Oh, this will be a governmental issue.
great.
Okay?
In the meantime,
In the meantime, what? Are you threatening? You already came in here and hurt me. You already came in here and hurt me and almost put this one here, almost put his hands on me, getting aggressive with me. I'm a woman and you're trying to fight me inside a hospital room. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Burn in hell, bastard. Okay, sure. I've been discharged, but you show me the proper discharge papers. Give me the hospital letter that I am supposed to have.
That was fun.
Okay, in regards to
So, let me
Executive
just,
202.8
yeah,
and
here's-
Executive 202.9,
So-
the governor's executive order. You give me, and you're the one who started the crap, miss.
So, you know, I mean, what are you gonna do? You know, here's somebody who's got a lot of things going on and thinks that they're entitled to something. They have a grievance, and you know, it's sad. It's not. You know, I don't think it. I don't take it personal. I don't. You know, I don't. I think it's kind of sad, and hopefully she gets the help she needs. But you're going to be faced with those challenges, and it's not fun, man. It was just, you know, it was really stressful and difficult. And by the way, so eventually we got her phone from her so she could stop recording, but I almost wish she didn't, because she was the same way to the EMS people. She was the same way to the police department that came. She was the same way. She continued to live stream when she went to New York Presbyterian, which she was ultimately discharged because they don't have time for nonsense. They're dealing with, you know, we're winding down. They're still filled with COVID patients, you know, so a person who they normally probably admit as a psych patient is not, they're just gonna let them go. And she live streamed their whole, and they did a great job. I sent a note to their boss because they really were exceptional in how they handled it. I was really impressed. So I sent him a note, you know, telling him my experience of viewing this thing, and she continued to live stream the rest of the night. But my point is, you're gonna be faced with difficult challenges, and people are gonna, you know, they might make your blood boil, or, you know, really try and hook you and get you emotionally engaged and that's all designed. That behavior is designed to get you to make a mistake, to get you to be, because the best thing that could have happened to her was one of us acting out emotionally. That would have just given her ammunition and maybe even evidence of, you know, something going wrong. But certainly the hospital has no interest in treating anybody poorly. They're, you know, they didn't do anything wrong. We have nothing to hide. I don't really care that it was live streamed, although, you know, again, nobody likes their boss being able to look at video of an event where they weren't there to participate in, and they don't really know what was going on at every level, and you were trying to make decisions in real time with a lot of pressure on you and people around, and, you know, real things at stake, and nobody likes that. So in that sense, I felt the pressure of that, but I had nothing to hide, so I wasn't that concerned about it. But it's pressure, and it's hard, and you're gonna make a mistake or two. You know, it's gonna happen. But the one thing you can feel comfort in is I know I've been there. I've had to deal with it. So I always can put that into my evaluation of the performance. And again, I just wanted to share that with you to let you know that, you know, these things are gonna happen, especially in this world of social media, and you know, people are gonna be posting things, and it gives them it feeds into the grievance. So anyway, listen, it ended up okay. She was, you know, discharged, and hopefully you never have to deal with that. And if, you know, if we're gonna be doing those things, hopefully I'm here to you know, to lean on, and Joe Caneric's here to lean on for, and the other, you know, our other supervisors and are there too, and hospital leadership, so you're not having to face these things in a vacuum and deal with them on your own. But it was a good opportunity to show you that, you know, what you might be faced with for those of you who haven't had a difficult patient, because thankfully we don't have too many of them, although we do have they do happen, and you know, they happen for a variety of reasons, but it's just a good example of what's out there and what we might be faced with as things move forward. So thank you for listening to that, and hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy, and I'm going to be sending out an invite maybe for later today. I have to kind of see how that goes and see if I can technically put it together. And then, like I said, you can join. You don't have to join. It's no big deal. It's just sort of a test to see if it works, and we'll see how it goes. All right. Enjoy your weekend. Please stay safe. Thank you.